Hi, welcome to the Second Story Garage. I'm Ashley Dean, and I'm here today with Paris Hayes. How's it going?
Excellent.
Great. So let's talk about how you got started with music and everything, because I know you were very young when you started.
I was about 3 when I started singing, and I was so strongly encouraged by my family to pursue my music, and it's just always been my passion. I always knew that was what I wanted to do. So I was lucky enough to have a really strong foundation for my music, and I decided to go to Naropa to study music, so that's what brought me to Colorado, originally from the Bay Area. And it's been 5 years out here, and I finally graduated and got my degree, and my album just came out yesterday. So
yeah, congratulations.
Thank you.
Tell me a little bit about the album.
It's called Better Woman, and it has 6 tracks on it. I wrote all of them, and I was lucky enough to work with Eli from the Living Legends crew, which is a West Coast hip-hop group, and he produced 3 of the beats on the album, and he raps a verse on one of the tracks on Fade Away with me. And I used a lot of resources in Colorado. Paul Fowler, who was my private voice coach through Naropa, helped me produce the album, but I did most of it myself, and it's an independent release, so I'm really proud of that I did it on my own, and I didn't have to compromise my art or what I wanted to say, because I did it all myself. So
that's cool. And yeah, I think what's interesting about it too is you get to mix a little bit of like acoustic rock with hip hop. So, I mean, when did you actually sort of decide to start blending those things?
Yeah, that's been an interesting process for me, trying to figure out how to meet these two worlds, because I do the acoustic singer-songwriter, guitar style stuff. And then I got into hip-hop when I was about 16, started rapping with some of my friends in high school just for fun and kind of at parties, and it was kind of a novelty thing. And then I just started getting really passionate about it. And my senior year in high school, I was in poetry contest with a lot of local high school students, and I was the only student who got a perfect score for what I spoke, and I just felt like really empowered by that, and especially being a young white suburban girl, to be able to enter into the hip hop world was really challenging, and it's intimidating, and I don't get taken seriously by a lot of people. But I think this record shows that I can do it successfully and kind of meld those two worlds. So, you do have some acoustic instruments on the album, but it does have that very heavy hip-hop feel. And actually the songs like Fall Behind and Bittersweet both started out as very acoustic songs and very just me and my guitar when I would play them. And so I worked with Paul Fowler to build these tracks around what I had written and around the chord changes, and beefing up the drums and adding extra instruments and extra sounds, electric sounds, and to kind of make it fatter and give it that hip-hop feel. So it's cool, and I'm thinking about releasing some alternate versions of those songs, because there is like the slowed down kind of calmer, the original side of them. So nice. Yeah, it's been challenging to find the balance, but it's been really fun too, and I'm excited about continuing on finding out how I can blend them more.
Cool. Well, last thing we do before we jump to these videos of you playing, what did you bring us to leave behind in the Second Story Garage?
Well, it's kind of a funny story what I brought, because I'm in the process of moving, so my house is all packed, so I was trying to find the right thing to bring, and happened to have this on my dresser, which is a condom that says I Heart Paris, which is straight from France, and doesn't exactly represent me, but it says my name, and it's pretty funny, and I think it'll help people remember me here.
Absolutely, it's perfect. Well, thank you very much.
Of course, thanks for having me.
Yeah, make sure to check out the videos online.